What's good, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's well. We still got snow on the ground here. Enjoyed both games yesterday in the playoffs, and I was wrong on both. Um, I am pulling for the Bengals. That's my team going forward, but I wasn't excited to see them beat the Titans, and I was definitely pulling for the 49ers against Green Bay because I just don't like Aaron Rodgers. But what I wanted to talk about today was narratives and media narratives and how interesting they are in the NFL. So, you know, Dallas, when they lost, the sky is falling. Now, this is the narrative within the Cowboys fan base, but it is also the national media narrative. The sky is falling. Dallas is a disaster. Dallas is a terrible organization. What were they doing? What were they thinking? How did they lose to the 49ers at home? Tear them apart, fire McCarthy, fire your offensive coordinator, promote Dan Quinn to head coach. Dak is not the quarterback to get the job done. Why can't they run the football? Cut Zeke. Where's CD Lamb? Why did they make this boneheaded play at the end of the game? Stephen A. Smith, and I get it, this guy is a buffoon, but gets on, his show. This organization is a joke. It's on and on and on, and to the point where they were literally still talking about it yesterday. Still talking about this. So fast forward to yesterday's games. First, number one seed, Tennessee Titans, right? They come out. They have a fantastic defensive effort against Joe Burrow. Sack him 9 times, only allow 16 points. But that where they failed was they couldn't run the ball like they normally do. They had a couple decent runs, so that was like a mid-grade, okay? But they definitely failed in the quarterback department. Tannehill comes out, throws 3 picks. I heard some people say they were deflected. I don't care, because I never hear that case made for, certainly not Dak, and I don't usually hear that claim made for anyone else. Tannehill throws a pick on the first play of the game that was not deflected. Safety comes over the top, just a bad throw, led to 3 points. He throws a pick where a defender is in his face, jumps up, a red zone pick, by the way, jumps up, knocks the ball away, picks it off, and basically took points off the board. So they already gave up 3. You got to say at least they would have kicked the field goal in the red zone, so there's 6. And then he throws a third pick that everybody said was tipped. It was tipped by a defender. So Eli Apple gets his hands in. It was a forced ball on 3rd and 5. 20 seconds left. You're playing for, all right, if we can get a field goal to win the game, great. If not, we're guaranteed overtime. And this dude forces a throw into a lot of coverage. Ball gets tipped by a defender, goes up in the air, intercepted. Joe Burrow makes one play. He had a good game other than the sacks. One play, gets him in field goal range. Rookie kicker kicks a field goal, wins the game. So I'm just telling you, I like Tannehill. I like the Titans. But if the shoe was on the other foot, and if that was Dak Prescott, oh my goodness. The earth would explode. It would be the worst quarterbacking performance you have ever seen in your life had that been Dak Prescott. And I get it. They're the Dallas Cowboys. But I just want people to realize this and stop with speaking of Dak, stop with the knee-jerk reactions. So fast forward to second game. Not only, though, would it be Dak, but also if the Cowboys were the number 1 seed in their conference and lost an opening round playoff game at home to I guess The Bengals were still a wild card team, but they did win a division. Anyhow, Dallas would be destroyed in the media. Fast forward to last night's game. The notoriously choking Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers, who his daddy is the San Francisco 49ers, okay? Can we just create that narrative now? What are they, 0-4 versus the 49ers? So you're at home, okay? You're at home. You're the number one seed in the conference. You're playing on really over 2 weeks rest because you rested your starters the last week of the season. You're playing a team that made the playoffs on the last week of the season, a wild card team that made the playoffs on the last week of the season, that's playing on a short week of rest, that had multiple defensive players injured the previous week, that has definitely, I'm sorry, I guess you could debate here, Tannehill or Garoppolo. I'm going with Jimmy G. Definitely the worst quarterback in the playoffs. And you somehow manage to lose. I'm seeing a little bit of media talk about this one, but not as much, I don't get it. I mean, this is the ultimate, if you're into that kind of thing, the ultimate choke job. Now, Aaron Rodgers comes out, he completes one pass to someone not named Devontae Adams or Aaron Jones. I think he completed one 6-yard pass to Lazard. Their offense last night was Rodgers back. I'm going to stare down Devontae Adams. If he doesn't get open, I'm going to get sacked or throw an incompletion. Horrible. You had the snow. You had every advantage possible for a Green Bay team, and they still lost. Jimmy G had a bad game, threw a red zone pick. They sacked him 4 times. They were all over Jimmy G. Your special teams had a field goal block and a punt block returned for a touchdown. If that's not a disaster of a team, you had 10 men on the field on the last play of the game, the field goal attempt to win the game by the 49ers. The Packers had 10 men on the field. Even if they missed it, they would have gotten 5 yards and had a second chance to kick it, because the Packers are a failure as an organization. That's the media narrative I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Aaron Rodgers cannot win big games. He chokes at home with huge advantages. The Packers are pretenders in the regular season that feast on a weak NFC North. They feast on these inferior teams in the regular season, and then get to the postseason where they play a good team, and they shit the bed. Chokers. Why don't we hear that? Where is it? McCarthy is a terrible coach. Well, I've only seen Aaron Rodgers win 1 Super Bowl, and it was with McCarthy. Explain it. So, can the Cowboys win a Super Bowl with Dak Prescott? Is Dak Prescott a Super Bowl winning quarterback? Jimmy G might be. He might be. And so what I'll say, if the Cowboys, all in the same year, all at the same time, can run the football, all right? Because running the football, you watch Tennessee, how they the biggest success they have in passing is off of play action. Same with Dak. So if the Cowboys can, 1, run the football, 2, have a solid offensive line, 3, have a solid defense. It doesn't have to be the best in the league, but a solid defense. 4, have solid special teams play. 5, have good coaching. All in the same year with Dak Prescott. So if you can go back to that 49ers loss and look at that game and tell me, did the Cowboys have those 5 things? Okay? Did they have good coaching? No. Did they run the football? No. Did they have good offensive line play? No. Did they have good special teams? Okay, maybe. Did they have good defense? Decent. But by no means did they execute those 5 things. So the whole blame the quarterback thing, I'm not even going to blame Aaron Rodgers because the Packers didn't run the football. Offensive line, not great. Special teams, horrible. Coaching, not so much. Stop with this. Stop. Y'all keep it real.